welcome to Happily Handmade. I'm Wendy, and today you can see I've got out a new book that's just come out from Mystic Art Mirrors, Christine Glorious Ink. So I thought I'd flip you through it. So mine is just turn the lights up because now I'm looking, it's a little bit dark, isn't it? Mine is the PDF version. I didn't wait to get one of the printed ones this time, and obviously it's a bit cheaper buying the PDF one, so I did do PDF for a change. Whilst I've been off, I have been having a fight with my printer, the joys of running a printer. I have just so you know, as I'm looking through it, what I've printed it on. Obviously my colours are not going to be exactly the same as if you'd bought the pre-printed book, because my printer's not terrible, but you know, printers are of varying types, aren't they, and varying qualities. I have a Lexmark laser, that's what I've printed these on, and just so you know, so you can see, just in case anybody was going to ask anyway, I've printed it on this, so Dale Rowney, fine grain, heavyweight, so it's a pretty heavy paper, and I wanted to be able to use all kinds of mediums, so obviously pencil I love, but it also means I can use ink, watercolour, and it's pretty hard going, this paper. So apart from the coloured pages that I've printed on something a bit thinner, just because it happens to print a bit better on something a bit thinner. So I'm just going to flip you through it. By all means, ask me some questions if you like. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. When I bought it as a PDF, I did think, oh, I'm going to bind it. I'm going to try and get my cinch out the loft, bind it. Because I've got a couple of books that I've bought PDF of hers and a couple of others. But now I've got them loose in my hand, as it were. I'm kind of thinking, actually, it's quite handy having them loose, isn't it? If I just wanted to work on one, you don't have to have the whole bulk of the book. So now I'm thinking I want something that I can literally just keep them kind of loose. Anyway, I digress. But like I say, when you look online and when you see her actual printed ones, the pinks I think are a little bit fresher looking than they are on my printer, but just to be aware, it's not a terrible print, but hers would be better quality if you want to buy the original book. But I think this is a really beautiful book. I think it's probably a bit more up my street than maybe the last one was. I think I prefer the faces in this one, but it's a really pretty book, this one. All of these sheets come with it. I've just printed the lot. I think some of them were perhaps on the back for the back cover that are on here. I think she was giving a free print away, and it's still in there in the PDF, which I think is what this is that's on this page. And then was this the postcard? Oh no, this is just another of the free prints that was in here. But again, her copy is a little bit richer pinks than on mine. But I still quite like even how my printer's done them. The difference with this one, as you can see on this first page, is that you've got the actual figure like normal, but then she's done all this kind of tattoo work that's in a different colour. So they vary what colours each of the ladies in this particular case have on them, and they've got all kinds of little detailed little tattoos in them. I don't know how well you'll be able to actually see, but they're really quite pretty. I'm not sure how I'm going to attempt to work on them, but because I've put it on this, and it's quite a chunky card that I've put it on, so hopefully I can use quite a few different mediums on these if I want to. But yeah, they're quite detailed, the little tattoo bits and pieces that are in here. So yeah, I just thought it's something a little bit different. I can't lie, it was a bit of a battle getting my printer to behave and print these anywhere near like what hers looked like. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with them now. I think overall it's not done a terrible job. And the tattoos are really pretty in some of these. I shall try and give you a close-up of all the little bits and pieces if I can, because it's easier said than done. But as my camera seems to be behaving and doing close-up, because the tattoos are quite detailed, so it's a bit easier to see close-up. But yeah, I think it's a really pretty book. don't mess my pile up. Two at once. This one I think is my favourite. Just as a bit of a 1940s kind of feel to her hair and things, doesn't it? That I think is really quite pretty. Ooh. And then that's the last one. And then this, I think, was a postcard in the, again, if you buy the printed version, I think you get this image as a postcard, and obviously it's, I printed it the same. But yeah, so that's all her latest little pretty in ink book based on tattoos. I think it's a really lovely book. Really pleased with it. I also got, completely separately, she has a little 3-pack of Day of the Dead images that I've never printed on Strathmore before, but yeah, I've just printed these on Strathmore that I think are really pretty images as well, so I've got those as well with mine. But yeah, that's all my pretty in ink book that I've printed myself, but is available now on Etsy if you want the proper printed one, but obviously this PDF version is available as well. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it was of interest to you. Bye bye.